Naomi Osaka has now grabbed major number 3, winning the 2020 US Open title. She prevailed 1-6, 6-3, 6-3 over Victoria Azarenka. Getting into the match, Azarenka started off the bat strong, breaking an error-prone Osaka in the very first game. She carried this confidence into the remainder of the set, breaking Naomi 2 additional times to grab it 6-1. Naomi's poor serving was the reason behind these breaks, as she hit 64% of first serves in, but didn't have the pace and placement to really put Vika off balance. Azarenka instead made a lot of her returns, which boded well for her, winning 56% of receiving points. Vika also dominated on serve, winning 76% of serving points, much in part due to her high first serve percentage. She served 91% of first serves in and didn't miss her first until 4-1-40 all. This consistent serving allowed her to dictate the points and run Osaka all around the court. Naomi's shaky play continued early on in the second set, being broken in the second game of it. Azarenka though wasn't playing her best tennis and was a bit shaky herself even since the start of the set, but Naomi's poor play at the time allowed for Vika to pull through. Azarenka couldn't get away with this drop in play for long, as she was subsequently broken at 2-love. Azarenka's drop in play actually helped Naomi because it allowed her to relax more and eventually pick back up the level of her play. Her serve came back, which allowed her more opportunities to control the points. She started to hit with more conviction and, more importantly, better angles to drag Azarenka off the court. Unlike the second set, she was now in control. Azarenka, however, missed a lot more first serves, which gave Naomi better opportunities at attacking. Vika also experienced a significant drop in play, making a ton of errors now. From 2-3 down in the second set, Osaka went on to win the next 7 of 8 games of the match to go up 4-1 in the third set. Azarenka, however, experienced a resurgence, breaking Naomi and bringing us back on serve at 4-3. Osaka hung tough though and won the next 2 games to win her second US Open title. I just have to give it up to Naomi because the way she hung in there and found a way was truly incredible. She looked very out of sorts in the first 30 minutes of the match, but she kept her composure and problem solved. One thing I noticed in this entire tournament was how calm she's been despite all the obstacles she's had to face. Azarenka, on the other hand, was sort of disappointing in her drop in play, as her form was really day and night in this match. In the first set, she really played like the world number 1. However, in the second and third, she showed great signs of true vulnerability. In the third set, Azarenka had numerous opportunities to come back, having love 40 on Naomi's serve at 3-1. She also was up 30-15 in the 3-4 game, but couldn't come through. Naomi, showing that champion mentality, battled through to take it, and at the end of the day, was the more mentally sound of the two. Naomi makes history with her title, as she is the first woman to win this event in 26 years to come from behind to win the title. Osaka is also now 12-0 in 3 sets in majors since the 2018 US Open, which exemplifies her clutchness. Going back to the match, Azarenka was extremely successful in her strategy of putting Osaka wide to the backhand and then going up the middle. She was in total control of the match, up 6-1, 2-love, 40-30, and there's no denying that she faltered a bit and perhaps choked. While this could be attributed to the occasion and all, I'm sure she knew Osaka has the heart of a champion and would absolutely fight back. Once again, I think the drop in play relaxed Naomi and she really started to go after her serves and shots more, playing like how she has been all tournament. This match as a whole was not how I expected it because both players really didn't play at their highest level at the same time, which is what I thought would happen in the semifinals. Brady and Osaka played at their best level at the same time, and so did Serena and Victoria. So that whole thing was just really surprising. We did kind of get this towards the end of the third set as Azarenka picked up her play, but ultimately towards the end she did kind of trail off. But I think it was a really good match as a whole. The level that we did see was very high, even if it did come in spots, and Naomi pretty much held that same high level for an extended period of time, which is why she obviously won the title. First, I do want to give props to Victoria Azarenka on an incredible tournament. prior to this event, prior to even the pandemic and the whole resumption of the tour, she hadn't won a match in over 12 months. And for her to come back the way she did, winning Cincinnati, making the finals of New York, is truly incredible. She dealt with so much adversity, depression, the custody battle, of course, everything, injuries. And for her to come back the way she did was truly inspiring. And I have a separate video on her entire comeback because she's had multiple comebacks. But yes, giving full credit to Victoria, you really inspired me. And of course, talking about Naomi, just the way she has conducted herself this whole fortnight, not even the whole fortnight really, but since Cincinnati, since everything with the whole tennis boycotting and raising awareness for the social injustices in the United States and in the world globally, is and dealing with the whole backlash and pressure of backing all that stuff up, and how she's been so nonchalant kind of about it and just being so straightforward, so soft-spoken. It's truly, truly, truly incredible and amazing to see. She's grown up so much over this course of the 6 months that the COVID-19 pandemic has hit the world. And just to see that growth in such a short amount of time is just truly awe-inspiring. And not only giving credit to Victoria and Naomi, but the whole women's field as a whole at the US Open. All of the matches practically were at such a high level. And I think regardless of if all the eligible WTA players came, pandemic or not, we would have still had the same semifinalists, and we would have had the same finalists, and we would have had the same champion. This semifinals was the best I have ever seen, the women's semifinalists. Brady playing like she could win the title. Serena playing like she could win the title. Azarenka and Naomi, of course, playing like they could win the title. I really have never seen such high level playing of tennis. And I keep using the word inspiring, but that's just the word to use. It's just truly incredible. And yes, it's just amazing for women's tennis. Women's tennis, the future of it is so bright. And just concluding everything, because I don't want to ramble, I just have to give it up to Victoria and then of course Naomi on an incredible US Open run. Congratulations, Naomi.